Hello everyone. So for today we are going to work on making this little pad, just a little pad with, these are just the extra papers from making the little pad, and these are easy ways to make throw-in pieces for your journaling or pockets and stuff like that, where someone can write in this. It ain't throwawayable. So here we go with making this. Now I brought out my scrapbook.com rainbow pattern paper collection is what I'm choosing from. Now you can, if you have different paper than me, use it. I mean, not a big deal. This is, I want to say 6 by 8, so let's just double check. 8 inches by 6 inches. So I use a 6 by 8. And all I'm taking the time and doing is folding it in half. Then I'm going to get my corners quick. Now I know I want to say Corey Dahman was doing something like this a while back, and that's where I got the idea of taking 6 by 8 paper and doing this. But you can really use any kind of scrapbooking paper. This was just my choice. I like, again, I like this look of distressing, especially when I'm using the brown paper packaging. And I love using my brown paper packaging. I get a lot. I get at least 3 feet of the brown paper packaging every 2 weeks. So I kind of am the type of person, if I have a lot of something and I just grab a handful, I try to make sure there's at least 6. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this one will make 6. So do it like this, and this determines what height it's gonna be at. And I just grab my piece here and just rip it across. So that's how I determine that part. That determines the height. Now, I'm going to take the time and stick it across here to make sure I get my, where I want it, which is about there. And that's where I get this pad. So now I have all that going. I'm just going to stick these right inside each other. And again, this is how I do it. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm not trying to make them perfect necessarily. I just want them about the same size and same width. And then we stick it in the middle. Right now I'm watching a series on Netflix called The Innocent Man. Now, I'm not too sure how I feel about it yet. It goes through this factor that a prosecutor basically, the first person he saw thought was guilty is guilty no matter what. So I did that process, and then I just throw it off to the side because I can easily go back to that portion. Now I'm just sticking these into each other. They can be different sizes and all that jazz. It don't really matter too much to me. And then, voila, we got ourselves a nice little flippy right there. Now this one, same thing. It ain't really, doesn't matter if they're different heights or anything else like that. All I did was stick one staple into it. Now I'm going to quickly add my stamping to it. And I don't mind stamping off on the page before that because it ain't gonna really matter too much. So we got that in that spot. This time we're gonna use this, which is just a postcard stamp. And voila, we got that done. So there, we got two more little notebook things that we can add to different journals. Then I come back to this one and I put my holes in. Then I choose what thread I'm using or what I'm going to use for this. And sometimes I use twine. 2, 3, to me, it don't matter if it's uneven or looks uneven or anything else like that. I mean, you can decorate it so that no one even notices. But in this case, it don't really matter to me too much if it ain't perfect. Which, again, some people are into making sure their pieces look absolutely perfect. I personally, This is a mini journal that's going to go inside a regular journal. It ain't going to matter too much. Is how I see it. As long as it holds the papers together, that's all what matters to most. And this is just, again, another stuffer for your journals. And it's rather thin. I mean, it ain't the thickest piece, but it isn't the thinnest piece either. And this is kind of sort of what I used in the folio too, is just something simple as this. Now, we can decorate this if we want to, which I think I'm going to, just because I think I want it to go with this bee journal. So I might decorate it. I don't know. We'll see if I have anything to decorate it with. And I know I did this journal in April and I like don't know. Sometimes that's what happens, is you just don't know. There we go. We found a place for it. It got popped in. But that's what I do sometimes, is sometimes I'll go back to some and be like, oh yeah, I want to do this with this. And then find it and use it. This one I want to make a folio with too. I want to use the same designs as what was used in the inside pages to make a little folio type thing. So that's an idea. Again, I like to make folios and stuff like that to go with my journals when I go to sell them, just because I want someone to have the ability to do whatever they want and all that jazz. So I hope you enjoyed this video and have a great day or night. Bye.